Hello, Magic players. It's CornTime60, that corny guy. Remember to like and subscribe. And here we go. We are drafting Wilds of Eldraine again. Here we go. I'm going to take the Spectre, I think. Hopeful Vigil's also good. Discerning Financier is good, but I think this thing's solid. Can be a board wipe. I did my first in-person draft of this set yesterday and went 2-1. Of course, that's best of 3, and I play best of 1 on here. Maybe I'll do a traditional draft one of these days. I think it's the Spectre. It's not a bargain, is it? No. Glutton. I do think Werefox is good. Witchstalker's Frenzy is crazy, though. Some of the best removal. There's only a few creatures this doesn't kill. Alright, I got time. Fable, Meth, Buniki, Alex Singier, Elwood GTI, Tings, and Kefnet. Like God Eternal Kefnet. Taking the Witchstalker Frenzy. Could be that Hamlet Glutton was a better pick there. I'm not sure. Wow, white is open, huh? Knightly Valor's really good. So's Woodland Acolyte. Woodland Acolyte's okay, I should say. I do also like Minstrosity and Shatter the Oath. It does tell me that the two people to my right are not in white. At least not yet. And these are the uncommons as well. Woodland Acolyte's okay. Knightly Valor is really strong. Minstrosity and Shatter the Oath are okay. I don't have to be in black or red just yet. I'm just going to take removal. We'll see how much of drafting mono removal is actually good. Although I would love to actually have an aggro deck. Sellsword is good. Feed the Cauldron's also good. Bellowing Bruiser's also good. Sweet Tooth Witch. Torch the Tower is decent. I mean, Sweet Tooth Witch or Callous Sellsword. Do you think the Sellsword is actually pretty solid? There's white still being open. Take the Sweet Tooth Witch, I think. I like it better than the Bellowing Bruiser, just because of how my curve is right now. A Rat Out is good too, but I think Dream Thief might be better here. Rat Out's really good, actually. I do want some early creatures. Bellowing Bruiser, alright. Red Tooth Vanguard's also decent. If I went black-green instead. Fell Horseman's okay. I'm going to take the Bellowing Bruiser, I think, although it could be that Red Tooth Vanguard is a better choice. And I just go green-black instead. And look at this curve, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bruiser's another 5-drop. Let's think of it that way. It's kind of not as good. But as a 3-drop to make stuff not able to block is also pretty good. I should have taken that Minstrosity, honestly. I'm probably too high on Shatter the Oath. I think it's a good card. I do think it's a good card. Johan. Sorry, a little late for that. There's the Hopeful Vigil, though. I mean, a Hopeful Vigil making it this far around really does let me know that people aren't really in white. Grand Ballgast is probably fine. It's probably fine. I'm going to take this as a sign, though. Armory Mice is also a solid 2-drop. Edgewall Inn is good, actually. It's fixing and everything. Conceited Witch is decent. Take the Conceited Witch, actually. I'm gonna Valor. I think I take the Sugar Rush. It's not the best, but it is just do 3. I mean, if you think of it as 2 mana, Lightning Strike, draw a card, it's pretty good. Grand Ballgast. Yeah, none of these are good. Take away the Spell Stutter. Not Dead After All is actually a very playable card. I don't think Ariet's Whisper is good. What is this? I mean, that's just a 2 mana shock, right? That's how that plays. It's just a shock. Like, resource you control deals non-combat damage to an opponent, which is basically never gonna happen, but it is a shock. Like, 2 mana, 2 damage to anything is pretty good. Minecart Daredevil might be better. It's kind of a bad removal spell. I don't know. Is a shock worth it? A 2 mana shock effect. Is that actually worth it? I think the Daredevil's better, actually. Which is weird. Like, you'd think a Mythic would be... Let's, It might wheel. Taking the Daredevil. Bitterblossom. Twisted Sewer Witch. Do you think Bitterblossom's good? Especially in aggro, actually. Make a boy every turn? I don't have much life gain, is the only worry with it. Another Minecart Daredevil would be kind of nice. Twisted Sewer Witch, I probably don't have enough rats. Considering I have 0. I'll take the Bitterblossom. Ego Drain's kind of meh. Sweet Tooth Witch is good here. Tattered Ratter's meh. With no rats. I do like Sweet Tooth Witch, though. I think it's a decent card. Probably want more 1 and 2 drops. I would have loved to see a Harried Spear Guard. Is Rakdos the only deck I can play and, like, do well? Like, I was doing the Arena Cube draft, I could only win when I was playing Rakdos. Utopia Sprawl, Cut In, another Sweet Tooth Witch. I think it's going to be Cut In. Another Sweet Tooth Witch is fine, but another removal spell is good. So the early game is all creatures, pretty much. And then the late game is all removal, is the idea. Do I need card advantage? I think I just need to hit harder, frankly. I mean, one nice thing about Sweet Tooth Witch is it can, cool, Monstrous Rage is good. There's a Spear Guard and a Rat Catcher. Create a monster roll. And that plus 3/1, man. Archivist is also nuts. I don't know how an Archivist made it this far. I'm not going to take it because I'm already in a different color, but I think I'll take the Spear Guard. Monstrous Rage is great, don't get me wrong. I just want more early creatures to smack them with. Ratcatcher is also really good. Impact Tremors. Deals 1 damage to each opponent whenever a creature enters. I mean, it's kind of a cute little combo with Bitterblossom, but I don't think it's worth it. Also, Bitterblossom is strictly a non-bow with a Spectre of Mortality. Not good. Gnawing Crescendo, which I'm not crazy about. 4 mana, do nothing. Okay, let's not. Let's take another Spear Guard instead. Candy Grapple, yes please. Love the Sweet Tooth Witch, but Gallant Pie Wielder went around. How many things do I have that make an enchantment enter? That's 1, or I mean leave. 1, 2, 3 things that make an enchantment even. This is just a 2-mana 2/2 as well. I probably won't run that. Another Minecart Daredevil. I will take that. I can't believe Monstrous Rage went around. Holy moly. Alright. Let's be aggro. Let's all be aggro. All these 1-drops. We're almost at a full deck, so I can be a little picky on pack 3. I think Repercussion's good in aggro. Another Candy Grapple might be better, though. And Repercussion stops them from stopping damage, right? But it is also 3 mana. On the turn you play it, it does nothing. I think I'll take the grapple, actually. Repercussion's fine and all, but I think I'm going to take the Candy Grapple. More removal is more removal. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under, they lose 2, you gain 2. That's pretty good, but Imidane's Recruiter is also fucking nuts. And this is 5 mana to do nothing. Like, it's a cool card. I like the art. It's very cool. In desperate need of rest, gripped by endless sleep that offered no comfort. Yeah, we're going to get the Imidane's Recruiter. All these cheap creatures, we are the aggro. Yeah, I'm going to take the Ratcatcher. Alright, we're at a full list. And a very aggressive one at that. 5, 6, 7, 2, 3. Dark Tutelage is meh. Another Spear Guard or another Sweet Tooth. Or a Torch the Tower. I might run the Sweet Tooth Witch. I also might run the Harried Spear Guard. How many creatures? 14. I do need more creatures, actually. Do think Sweet Tooth Witch is solid, but I'm going to take the Spear Guard. A Rat Out, a Voracious Vermin, and a Candy Grapple walk into a bar. Which one do I pick? Sheesh. I think the Voracious Vermin might actually be the correct pick here. I do think Rat Out is going to find targets. And it turns into, like, kill something, make a 1/1, which is really good. A third Candy Grapple is also nuts for early game. I like the Vermin, though. Dragon Mantle's decent. Another Shadow of the Oath is decent. I think I'll take the Dragon Mantle. Probably won't run it, though. I think I'll take the Torch the Tower. Probably won't run it, though. Another Minecart or a Baronati. Baronati gives me a little more flying. I don't think Frantic Firebolt is good in our deck. May drop Shatter. Callous Sellsword is pretty good. Oh no. Conceited Witch might not be that great. I think it's a good card, actually. I do think it's alright. I'm just not sure what to cut. I have to cut 2 cards. Let's say I'm running 16 lands. I definitely want to keep the high end here. Tattered Ratter, meh. I mean, can I run 14 lands? Can I be that ridiculous? Oh no, that's potentially playable. Okay. I don't know which ones are the best cards here. Could cut Crescendo, but I think it's decent. Like, buff the whole team. Cut the Witch's Mark, I guess. Could cut one Spear Guard or one Sweet Tooth. I could cut one Spear Guard, one Sweet Tooth, and one land. We're dead. Dead even, so I'll cut a Swamp. We'll try it like that. If I wish I had more Harried Spear Guards. Like, if game one, I'm like, man, if only I drew a Harried Spear Guard. Wish I had a 2-drop with haste. Andrea. That's like a real name. Why is your name like a real name? For real, man. Sounds awful. Let's keep it. I just hope I don't draw any more lands for the rest of the game. Or, excuse me, I want to draw one more, exactly. But not until turn 5 or 6. Swamp. I have a removal spell and a creature, right? That sucks. Alright, now no more lands, please. Holy crap. Alright, Sweet Tooth Witch. Grabby Giant, okay. Hopefully he just casts it, because then I can Candy Grapple it. Totentans. Does it include itself? Or another? Yeah, that's pretty good. Let's just grapple him, I think. I'd probably make him lose the 2. Kinda depends what he does. I'll take 1. Sure. Let's make you lose 2. Holy crap. I said I didn't want to draw any lands, so I just drew only lands. Yeah, let's just, make it so those can't block, and then swing for 3. What is my luck? I have 3 non-lands. I have 3 non-land cards. My opponent's already played... Oh no, they've also played 3 non-land cards. They have... I mean, unless their hand's all lands. Alright, I need to draw my Spectre Immortality. If I play this and hit for 4, or I can just make 2 rats and then play this. Let's do this. Gets me more bodies on the board. Block the vermin. They still have a food. I need to keep that in mind. Okay, they were going to trade anyways. Does he have another combat trick? Holy crap. Okay. I'm down to 2. I think I'm dead. Um... See if I can live here. Rats can't block. So I block that, I take 5. Yeah, I'm dead. Well, that was awful. I drew 1 non-land card. I'm a little mad. I'm a little mad about that. Only a little, but like, what the fuck is my luck at this point? Imagine keeping a 4-land hand and then drawing like 6 more lands. I mean, that game went until like turn 7, right? I drew 1 non-land, so that would mean I drew about 6 lands. Yeah, I'm a little mad about that. Especially with a 16 land deck. What the fuck? This is better. This is better. Only has 2. I need to change my mountain art. I'm not crazy about this. Spear Guard, go. Let's do this. I got removal for days. He turned it into a 1/1. Kinda don't care. Alright, Bitterblossom. Let's just get this online. Mocking Sprite. Let's create a dude. I'm actually gonna just cut in. I probably should have put the Young Roll on the Spear Guard just to get it a turn earlier. But say he plays that, right? Let's see, let's just Candy Grapple that. Hold up another Candy Grapple. That's decent. So he's gonna kill this Faerie, right? And then create a food and then get a Wicked Roll. That's very solid. I think I just play the Imidanes here. I mean, that knocks him down to low enough life that he's in trouble. And he's done. Bitterblossom did some work. Okay, see, that's how the game's supposed to go. Turn 1, Harried Spear Guard. Turn 2... I remember what I played on turn 2. Oh, Combat Trick. And then turn 3, Bitterblossom. Bitterblossom, when you get it down early, just takes over the game, huh? I guess I'll keep this. It's not super duper, but it's alright. I mean, it's no Harried Spear Guard into Bitterblossom, but... Play the Baronati. It's gonna play an extra land, sure. Crack it? Nope. Baronati. Are we up against mono green? I won't be happy if so. Okay, green blue. Green blue is a little weaker. Green blue red is a little confusing. Okay, that's decent. He has the land. I'd love to draw a swamp here, actually. Nothing, okay. It's beginning of combat. If you want to do something, now's the moment. Give it -4-0. That's fine. Do I play the Daredevil? I think so, actually. Like, the Rat Catcher to make 2/1/1s is decent, but I don't know. Byra's Attendance, sure. So now I can Monstrous Rage, which gives +3/+1, and anything that blocks that will die. I still think I swing out. Still think that's correct. What does he block? Probably blocks that, yep. So if this works how I think it does, I'll get +3/+1 and win this combat, right? Could also get in for, let's see, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'd get in for 11 if I crescendo now. I think I'll wait, though. I don't think he's going to produce more than one blocker. So I'll pass and make rats. That is an instant, right? That is an instant. So I will pass, and I will make rats during their turn. Sure. That's lethal. Alright, cool. I thought it might be, I just didn't do the math at all, though. Hey, we reached Platinum. I haven't been paying attention to my rank. Hopefully I'm able to climb up to Mythic in this format, but I mean, my first few drafts were rough, so who knows. Like, I'm figuring out that this is a hyper aggro format, which it took me a minute to figure that out. It did. It took me a minute to figure that out. Every time I tried to play, like, some synergistic, whatever, complicated thing, it just did not work out at all. They already mulligan? Alright. Swamp. I think it's better to save this, maybe? No, we're aggro. Let's just play it out. What do we have? A tough cookie. Sure. Takes 2. I'll play Sweet Tooth Witch. I can Spear Guard and Not Dead after all. If I draw a mountain, I can cut in. A Wicked Roll would be decent. It just blocks there and there, right? So I can Spear Guard. Put a Wicked Roll here. If I swing out, how does he block? He might block the... Yeah, let's just swing out. Would you kindly move to blockers? And not do that? No, he did the thing. Alright. Is that it? That's a choice. To not dead after all here would be kind of weird. Although it does give me a wicked roll. Yeah, let's do it. Like, we've got a pretty big board presence. If I can draw a land to cut in, that's pretty good. If he just holds back mana to make that a 4/4 again, then I think he's losing. Like, I don't think that that's a winning strategy for him. Alright, yeah, there. Now we can cut in. Who wants the young hero? Put it on him to make him a 2, I think. And then maybe he wants to block the rat. Yeah, that's where that works. Is it not dead after all? Holy crap. At least it comes in tapped. I still swing out. I mean, he kind of wants to play, like, a different card, right? Okay, there we go. I don't think he attacks. I think I almost have him dead. The Vermin's decent. If I swing here, I only get in for 2. I think I just play the Vermin and pass, as rough as that is. No attacks. He probably eats a food, I would think. Candy grapple. Okay. I just need to find the right time to play Imidane's Recruiter. High Fae Negotiator. Well, that changes things. A little bit. If he attacks with it, that is. I can eat my food. Let's see what he does. That's a 1/1. And a food, yep. He has 4 blockers right now, which is rough. Let's eat my food. I could draw a Sweet Tooth Witch, in which case that's incorrect, but whatever. Alright, so... let's do math, right? He blocks my 3 biggest things, which is going to be 3, 6, 9. He still takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he'll go down to 1. He also can't kill the Spear Guard, or he'll die then. Okay, he's figuring out that this isn't as easy as he thought it was. Oh, he dies if he blocks like that. Like, I'll take it. If he wants to block like that, he can. Go for it. He can't kill the Spear Guard, or he loses. That's still lethal. There is one way he blocks in which he lives. There was one way to block. I'm gonna take a look here. So you'd have to block the 1/1 on the Spear Guard so it doesn't die. Put his 4/4 in front of the Ratcatcher and the Tough Cookie in front of Imidane's. And then he would take 7. And go down to 1, but he'd still have 2 food tokens. And if he just ate both foods, he'd be back up to a healthy life total, and I would have to... At that point, the impetus is on me to come up with a way to actually push through the last few points of damage. The last 7 points of damage. Onosaurus. That's a fun name. I'm amused. Oh, this looked good at first, but now that I'm really looking at it, it's kind of awful. Yeah, we'll mull that, actually. This is better. I think I'm gonna cut the Not Dead after all. I could have cut a Swamp, but multiple 3-drops, yeah, I should have cut a Swamp. Okay, fine. I should have cut a Swamp. Now I'm down a real card and up a Swamp. Well, some of those cards would have been nice to have. Yeah, see, the Not Dead after all would be really nice to have right now. Yeah, I'd like to kill that. Gives it a Wicked roll. Sure. I think I just Candy Grapple it and swing for 1, and then I don't have to deal with it anymore. So let me think, the minecart doesn't really... Yeah, let's just Candy Grapple that. Before it can get big. Punch him for 1. If all he does is play the Conceited Witch, or some other creature that dies to cut in, then I'll be fine with that. Yeah, let's just cut in. The Spear Guard is doing work. Imagine you're just some dude with a spear, and then you just kill everything. Sucks to not have the buff spell available, but I'm not too worried. I think he just has a removal spell. Sting Blade, okay. So I should have held up the thing. That's okay, I get a rat. I'm still aggro here. That would have been a blowout if I had waited. That would have been a blowout. And this is about to be a blowout. If I do another one, I get to keep it. That seems worth, actually. Nothing. Yeah, let's swing out. I don't know what else has flash. He can rat out. That's fine. I'll get another rat, though. Take 4? Question mark? Sure. Daredevil. Daredevil. I'm not playing around Spectre of Mortality. I cannot afford to play around Spectre of Mortality. Okay. Or Spell Stutter, for that matter. I have lethal on board, and he has no blockers. Okay, he has a blocker. Return to the battlefield at the beginning of the next 10 step. That's pretty neat. Okay, I'll take my Daredevil back. What's this, a 4/4? Flying Vigilance, Ward 1. That's really strong. If he could cast it, it would give the Baronati... Okay, there we go. There we go. We got there. The game one, that was a fluke. That's what happens when you draw 6 lands in a row. I'm sure it's happened to all of us at least once. Where you sit down to play a game of Magic, your opening hand is alright, it's something like a 4-land, 3 playable cards that are pretty decent. And then you just draw lands for 6 turns in a row. And your opponent draws gas, and then you lose. I don't think I can keep this. Vermin with Not Dead After All is a fun little combo, I guess, but Alright. Let's drop a mountain this time. Spear Guard. This mountain's pretty cool looking. Alright, well I can't really swing into that. Let's play the Ball Guest. And then I can Vermin and swing. Blocks or becomes blocked, it deals 1 damage. Okay. Does he swing? I don't think so. These islands are crazy looking. Witch's Mark, okay. Still doesn't swing. Yowza, that's rough. Alright. Play Vermin, no attacks. I'd like to draw a land so I can just kill something. That's not bad. I think I just make it so those can't block and then hit for 6. Scarecrow Guide is decent. Okay. Now he's at best a 2/2. Cut in Young Hero roll. Okay. Should make this become a 3/2 when it attacks. I don't really see where I put the Young Hero roll right now. I think I can put the Wicked roll on something, though. Cut in removes 1 blocker. What is this? Scry 2? Skewer Slinger has reach, so I think it's the better target, even though this can get sorcerer rolls. But I think for this turn, I'm supposed to... It's Wicked roll here. And then play the Conceited Witch. No attacks. It's after draw, right? 1 on top. Okay, that doesn't bode well. Holy shit. Okay. You got it, man. Yeah, let's swing out. Blocks the Voracious Vermin with the Slinger, I think. Yeah. That's fine. This is an acceptable way for things to go. If he blocks the Grand Ballgest, I have to Candy Grapple now. Actually, that might be better anyway. It might be the better play either way. That way I save my Spear Guard. Yeah, so I Candy Grapple this away to finish off the Goose Mother. Yeah. Okay, rough, but the Goose Mother is gone. That's how I was looking at that, and I have 2 creatures in grave. And that should trigger that to give it a sorcerer roll. That's pretty good. Are the copies also bargained? Oh shit, it exiles. That's actually really bad. My Spectre doesn't do as good as I thought it would now. I mean, if I draw a land, I can just swing back. What's your last card? Draw 2 cards. Sure. And then he plays the Hearth Elemental. I think he's got me. I need to draw land and then get several more, excuse me, 2 more creatures in my graveyard. I think I just play him as a chump blocker for now. Like I said, I need 2 more creatures in the grave and then Spectre. I would Spectre for 4, actually. If he swings out here, I chump block, and then I draw a land, I'll Spectre for 4 to kill those. Holy crap, okay. Yeah, I got 0. Got nothing. Actually, that one's more of a problem. So I should have waited, held that back, and then I'd have Monstrous Rage to actually trade. Seems good. So that's 5, 6, 7. Spectre keeps me alive for 1 more turn, right? And on that turn, I have to draw a removal spell, is what the way this works. Scry, scry, yep. Alright, that's it. I needed the land. So I should have pitched something instead of the land. But I had no way of knowing that. So, whatever. I'll take the loss. Their deck was good. I think that's the first time I've seen the blue-red spells really done well, actually. Skewer Slinger, is that the name of it? Skewer Slinger is actually pretty good. I'll keep this. For one reason. Did they ban Bitterblossom in Historic? Because I feel like you could have Bitterblossom in Historic. Maybe not. In the Rogue deck, it's kind of ridiculous. Gingerbrute? No. Sure. Bitterblossom. No! He killed my Bitterblossom. It was literally my entire plan. Alright, a Sellsword. I am so annoyed by that. Alright. This is actually going to be a hard game. If that's how things are going to be. Stab wound. Brutal. Alright, I can't believe that. I actually thought I had a good, like, hand. Then my opponent just does this shit. What do I even want to draw here? Like, I'm terrified. Yep, that sucks. So let us... Let me think, actually. Do I get rid of the... I might get rid of the Wicked Roll to get rid of the Sellsword. I might actually be correct. Yeah. Let's play the Recruiter. Hit you for 6. If he plays this big thing, I have to Witchstalker Frenzy it, which hurts, but it's fine. I wish I could play the Harried Spearguard here, because that would be a much more pleasant trade. I hope he's about out of fuel, because that's the only way I'm still in this game. Spearguard. Can't really swing into that, though. I'm ahead on life, so I swing here. He eats the food, yeah. Makes sense. And now we're in the top deck game. I'd love to draw any 5-drop. That's decent. I'll do it. I'll do it just to try to push in the damage. There we go. Is he gonna eat it with his Vampiric Rites? Should have attacked with it then. And just done that on his own turn. Sweet Tooth Witch is decent. It's less good when I have this. Yeah, let's try to kill it. He eats it with Vampiric Rites. Maybe should have saved that. I don't know. If he keeps eating creatures and eating foods, he could be in this game for a while yet, which is scary. Beanstalk Worm? Does he have another creature? Ah, shit. My ability to push through damage with Menace is now greatly diminished. Or is it? Huh. If he double blocks, he loses the worm. Okay. Land. We're anything useless. The oof is not useless. It does do things. That is useless. Don't think I attack with the minecart here, because I might draw my giant, which will let me make things not able to block. Turning every creature into draw a card, gain a life is scary. And he's gonna have more big creatures. Like, I can feel that. Sewer Witch counts as a big creature. The rat is also a free draw card. Dream Thief. That's pretty good, actually. I will take a cut in, actually. That's pretty ideal. I'll play this in case they have a discard spell. And then I'll attack with the minecart, which can trade there. No, let's wait. He eats the rat, right? I would. Maybe I should have aggressively put the cut into my graveyard. That way I can, I don't know, he could play like a 4 toughness creature with he could play another worm or something, which would make it feel pretty good. Sure. Oh yeah, no blocks. What you got? Monstrous roll? Monster roll? Yep, that figures. Alright. So I'll take 4. He'll play the Werefox. He eats it, yeah. It doesn't fizzle the Young Hero roll, which is nice. I already played my Emidane's Recruiter. I did. I don't have any graveyard recursion. Greta! Oh, man. This game keeps getting more and more hopeless. Yeah, I need exactly my giant. And even that might not be enough at this point. Oh, yeah, no blocks. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's sorcery speed anyway. No blocks. Alright, exactly the giant. That is a land. Alright, let's see. I don't trample over for 1. Yeah, I'm dead. That sucked. Man. Artifact and enchantment removal is going to be premium in this set, apparently. I still had fun. I thought I had a chance in that game. I didn't at all, but I still had some fun. Alright, if you enjoyed that, let me just remind you to like and subscribe. Please email Wizards and let them know that this pack opening animation is garbage and they need to get rid of it because it's obnoxious. Alright, peace out, y'all.